Hello, I'm Phil, I'm from Ravebugs, and I'm going to show you a nice little exercise to help strengthen that weaker hand. Now, my weaker hand is my left, I'm right-handed, and here's a little routine that can help develop this hand. It will never be as good as your right hand, but it can be better than it is. Now, ideally, in drumming, both hands should be about the same, so you should be able to do whatever you do on your right hand, you should be able to do on your left hand. The idea of this exercise is for you to do it against a click, make a note of how fast you're doing it, and then over time, with any luck, you should see that tempo rising. And you've got to be very critical with yourself. You've got to be honest. If you're not playing it in time, then you're probably playing it too fast. Slow the click down, get nice and comfortable with it. Remember, the rule of practice is it's got to be difficult but not impossible. Another good tip when practicing is to record yourself, either video or audio recording, and then play it back. And you'll notice things in those recordings that you probably don't notice while you're actually doing the practice. So find a metronome, set it at a reasonable, comfortable tempo, and just work through these exercises. So what we're going to do, we're going to play an ordinary pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we're going to play it with our right hand on the hi-hat, and then we're going to try and play it so it sounds the same with our left hand on the hi-hat. I'll give you an idea. Okay, fairly simple. But now let's change it up a little bit. Let's change the hi-hat pattern. So instead of just being 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, it's now something like 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So it's more of a. And put that in. See if we can do that with both hands. Once you're comfortable with that, swap that pattern around so it's the other way around. So instead of 1 and it now becomes 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and. And then finally, we'll just play triplets. Try them with a click. Try and get it so you can play at each tempo exactly the same with the left and the right hand on the hi-hat. That way your left hand has to try and keep up with your right. Remember, if it's falling apart all the time, then you're probably practicing it too fast. If it's far too easy, then you're practicing it too slowly. So you want it hard but not impossible, like I've said before. So you've got to work at it. It's got to be right more times than it's wrong, but it's still going to be quite hard to do. Then you're learning, then you're making progress. If you write down the tempo that you're doing this at, for both left hand and right hand, always write down what you're playing it at, and you'll see yourself progressing over time. You'll see your tempo going up. Another good tip, as I said in the introduction, is to video or audio record yourself. You'll see a lot more on the video that you don't see while you're rehearsing it. Start nice and slowly and gently, and then slowly build up the tempo as you become more proficient. I'm going to go through all of them, but I won't be doing them fast because I'm no good at them either. It's all practice. Everybody has a limit. Everybody has a point where it starts sounding really bad. And that's the point where you've got to try and practice it. Okay, here we go.